I'm Ahia Yana, and welcome to your LifeForce Rise and Shine practice today. Today's practice will be focused on opening up the joints, on making sure that we have some joint mobility before we get into some sitting postures and a little bit of breath work, and then a little bit of a guided rest practice. So standing up, your feet can be on whatever surface you're on. Your feet can be about hip-width distance apart. And we're going to start with a posture called knocking on heaven's door. So you keep your arms nice and loose and free. And you're going to shift your weight over onto your right foot gently, bending your right knee. And then bending your right knee, shifting your weight over onto your left leg. And then you're going to gently look behind your left shoulder. So you're basically going to just look over the right shoulder, swinging, left shoulder, swinging. And the arms hang nice and loose and free. So try to inhale in through your nose on one side, exhale out the other side. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. From one side to the other. And then as you get going, you'll notice just keeping your arms really loose so they just kind of swing around your body. Yeah, that's beautiful. So the arms are almost wrapping around and kind of hitting the sides of your body here. And this is a really good exercise for just kind of clearing out any stagnation in the lymph system, kind of detoxifying, getting breath, just getting some dynamic breath and movement in the body. Chin parallel to the floor, kind of bent knees here, a tiny little bit of a squat in the knees. And then as you shift to the left side, your right toe will lift off the ground slightly, and shift to the right side, your left toe will lift off the ground. And then as you get going here, see if you can begin to make the breath a little bit more forceful. So deep inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Really loose. Maybe you'll even begin to gently look over that right shoulder. You don't want to crank the head too much here. It's just about getting this flow through the body, really loose through the arms. So the arms aren't almost these ragdoll arms that are just flopping around the body. And you might even bend the elbows a little bit here. And you can see if I do it from the side, that my elbows are in the back of my hands, are gently tapping on my kidneys on the back side. So inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale through the nose sharply, exhale out the mouth. Beautiful. Loose through the knees. We'll do about 30 more seconds here. This is really getting the life force, getting in what we call in yoga, the prana, the energy body, moving. So as we begin to oxygenate the bloodstream here, through these sharp inhalations and exhale, we are releasing the stagnation with the patting of the arms and the back. And the tapping. And slowly releasing anything that's not serving us anymore. So then slowly letting that come to a stop, like a top slowing down once you release the spin from it. And then letting your body come back to neutral, feet hip-width distance apart. Grounding into the feet, rolling the shoulders up and down and back here. And the palms facing out towards the front of the screen here. Grounding into your big toes, a gentle bend in the knees. You can close your eyes here as we begin in Tadasana, our mountain pose. So though this pose, Tadasana, looks simple, we're going to use it as a beginning meditative pose. So grounding into your big toes, really spreading the toes wide apart on the floor, pressing into the ball mound of the feet, inhaling in through the bottoms of the feet. And then grounding into your heels. Nice and loose through the knees, that micro bend in the knees. And then just noticing any sensations in the body from releasing the pose here. Maybe you'll feel a little warmth just in the hands, in the belly, in the shoulders. And just gently scanning the body from the feet, through the ankles, through the hips without gripping. Notice if you're gripping standing here in the hips, releasing that. So we want to be nice and loose and free as we're standing here. Releasing through the fingertips. Breathing in through the side of the ribs and the lungs. Nice and loose through the shoulders. Noticing if there's any gripping in the jaw, in the eyes, seeing if you can maybe even create a gentle inner smile up to the center of your brow and through the top of the head here. Breathing out the top of the head. So that's just using this body scanning technique. It's a mindfulness practice to bring our awareness fully into this present moment. And then gently closing, while the eyes are closed, placing the hands in front of the heart, bringing the hand into prayer mudra. So the thumbs and the fingers are all pressed together in prayer mudra or Anjali mudra. The thumb pressed into the sternum, taking a nice deep inhalation in through the nose. Rotate your shoulders up and down and back and exhale up and out. 2 times forcefully. Inhale, rotating shoulders up and down and back. Inhale through the nose. Exhaling up and out forcefully. And then one more time, inhale in through the nose. And drawing the shoulders up and down and back. Releasing. And then just creating a little sankalpa or intention today for your practice. So maybe it's a quality that you are working on bringing into your life, into your practice today. So you can use this I am statement to bring you deeper into the present moment. So perhaps we could, if you don't have something that came up for you, a positive affirmation, we can just use the words I am focused today to bring that energy into our body today. So then gently opening up the eyes, releasing the hands out to the side. Beautiful. Inhaling the arms up above the head. Drawing in that focus and gathering it to the heart center. As the hands sweep down, the knees bending. Inhale, reaching up, straightening the legs. The arms come out to the side. Hands come up above the head on the inhale. And looking all the way up towards the top of your hands. And then on the exhale, as if the hands are moving forcefully through molasses, the hands come down to the waist, the knees bend as the exhale leaves the body. Beautiful. Inhale, reaching up, gathering, slowly straightening the legs. As if you're moving through this viscous substance. On the inhale, reaching your fullest exhale. On the extension and exhale, bending the elbows, gently bending the knees as the exhale leaves the body fully. Beautiful. Arms coming back out to the side, and then just keeping that connected one more time. Rounding through the feet, extending, inhaling up, and exhaling back to the heart center. We're going to switch directions here. So inhale this time. Inhale, gathering up, fountaining through the hands. Inhale, and then exhale, parting the clouds. This is a Qigong exercise calling, bringing earth up to heaven. So inhaling up, hands to heart center, legs extend, inhalation, and on the exhalation, extending the arms out to the side, knees bend. Inhale, connecting the movement, really taking that slow inhalation, exhale out to the side. And one more time, inhale up through the center, gathering in that focus, that life force through the body, and exhale, parting the clouds or anything else that isn't serving you in your life today. Beautiful. Hands to heart center. We'll take some joint movements here. So first, wrist out in front of you. You can gently bend your knees here. Just that little micro bend in the knees. And then just rotating through the wrist. Inhaling, arms straight in front of you, and exhale. Wrists rotating in towards each other, perhaps to begin with. And then switching in the other direction. Nice and strong, long through the arms, articulating through the fingers. So you can think of having fan hands here. This is really great for arthritis, for any repetitive stress in the wrists. And then shaking the wrists up in front of you. Beautiful. Inhaling, arms up above the head. Drawing that new energy through the body. Releasing stagnation, clearing it off the body. And now bringing the arms out to the side. We'll do the same thing. Arms in the T position. Inhale, rotating the wrists in one direction. And just noticing. Can you bring your attention back to the breath? Inhaling in through the nose, exhaling forcefully out the nose. If you're feeling a little cool, or if you'd like to really increase the life force energy in the body, inhaling in, gently snoring into the back of the throat, and then forcefully exhaling out. And then switching directions, nice and strong through the arms. You're doing great. Really extending through those fingertips. Take 5 more rotations here, even though the shoulders might be beginning to talk to you a little bit here. This is so good for opening up the shoulder joints, shaking the wrist out. Any stagnation in the wrist, in the arms, and the elbows, and releasing the arms out to the side. Inhaling up, gathering. Drawing that fresh energy through the body. Exhale, releasing the arms back down. One more time, inhaling up. And then on the last one, so with these exercises, as we're moving through the joints, we are also doing what's called energetic line clearing. There can be energetic stagnation, and also just throughout the fascia and the musculature of the arms, the legs, the different limbs, and then arms up above the head. Same thing, we'll be rotating the wrists up above the head. And so by doing these subtle movements, moving through the wrists, moving through the joints, we have an ability to free up stagnation, also creating more synovial fluid by inhaling in, bringing that oxygenation into the tissues. And with the exhale, forcefully releasing anything that's not serving us anymore. Switching arms in the opposite direction if you haven't already. Taking 3 more rotations here. Really starting to feel it, I'm sure, in the shoulders. So giving thanks for that nice biofeedback, and then shaking the hands up above the head as if there's any stagnation, and just really shake as if you have molasses. Really shake, 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 shaking that off of your hands, and then slowly moving the arms out to the side. And this is also an energetic line clearing. And as you open the arms out to the side, continue to shake the arms all the way until they come down towards the side. It's really nice. Really loose through the wrists. Okay. And then gently let that stop. Rotating the shoulders up and down and back, rounding back into the feet here. Gentle micro bend in the knees, closing the eyes. And then taking stock of the body again. This time we'll scan the body from the top of the head, noticing the energy in the top of the head, breathing the breath into through the nostrils, feeling it as it enters the body, down the back of the throat. Notice if you can identify the beating of your heart here. Is the heart beating fast or slow? Just taking in this observation without trying to change anything. Noticing, can you release tension in the shoulders and the hands? Move loose through the wrists. Is there any gripping in the tailbone, the hips? Releasing the knees, gentle micro bend there. Grounding into the ankles and then into the feet. Fantastic. Beautiful. And then gently opening up the eyes. Next, we'll move into the shoulders. So bringing the hands onto the shoulders. We're going to rotate the elbows together, inhaling, and exhale, widening. Inhale, drawing the elbows together, breathing into the back body, exhale, and then noticing here also, can you keep that little micro bend in your knees here? Make sure you're not gripping through the hips. As you inhale, the elbows together, exhale, widen them apart. Really inviting the breath into the back side of the body. Here you might like to inhale in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. So as we're doing these different joint warming series, also known as Pakwan Mukhatasana, warming up of the joints, we're really inviting in the quality of yogic mindful movement. So using the breath, coordinating that breath and movement together. And then switching directions if you haven't already. Really inviting that breath as we open up the shoulder girdle into the back of the body. Inhale, widening the shoulders. And then on the exhale, as the elbows come around, you might even look down towards the belly button here. Breathing into the back body. Inhale, opening the heart and the chest up towards the ceiling. You might look up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, looking back towards the belly button, a slight little crunch here. Inhale, opening up. Exhale. Beautiful. And one more time, really butterflying those elbows apart. Inhale. And then exhale. Squeezing, releasing the arms down. Beautiful. And we'll move to the next major joint, which will be the hip joint. So you can place your hands on your hips if that's good for you. And we'll just take a slight little bend to the right side. And then bend to the left side. So grounding down through the opposite foot as you move in the opposite direction. Inhaling. Exhale. Let's see if we could coordinate the breath and the movement. So inhaling to one side, breathing into the left ribs, and then exhaling back to the center. Inhaling to the right side, opening up the ribs, exhaling back to the center. Inhale, open, exhale, neutral. Inhale, open, exhaling, neutral. And just thinking about really grounding down through the toes here, maybe even keeping that micro bend in the knees if you have bad knees or challenging knees, or just creaky knees like I do. Keeping that micro bend in the knees is really great. Okay. And then we'll do the same movement, but moving forward, bending forward, back to the center, exhaling back, chest up to the sky. Inhale, exhale forward. Inhale back to center. Exhale back. And just taking really slowly. You might even try experimenting with a different breath and movement. Good, exhale back, inhale to center, exhale forward on the compression, inhale center, exhale back, right up to the sky, inhale center, inhale, and then coming back to neutral, and then we'll try full circles, so moving in one direction, rotating. So imagining that the legs are really stationary, and then just moving this, keeping the rotation, seeing can you even keep the hips really stationary here. So it's just the upper body that's moving around here. So we're really engaging through the core abdominals, the transverse abdominals that wrap around our internal organs. And you might even start with just a really small movement. So it might look like nothing, just a little, starting as if you're moving around a quarter size as you rotate, and then opening up to a teacup size, and then opening up to a dinner plate size, and then opening up to an umbrella size. Beautiful. And then switching direction, starting really small, starting in that quarter size, moving around the center, up the spine, the center of the belly button. Now opening up to your saucer size, real small here. And then expanding into that dinner plate side. Woo. I really feel when working in this way, in a much more subtle way, and then up to the umbrella, that you get more opening in the psoas, the different hip flexors and the muscles that move, and stabilize the hips as well as the core, and even down through the knees here. Really taking time to pay attention as all of these little subtle and really big muscles at the same time that do so much for us are opening up and oxygenating here. Okay, and then coming back to neutral. Again, we'll come to Tadasana, the arms out, rotating the shoulders up and down and back. Exhaling the arms out. Inhale the arms up. Shoulders up and down and back. Exhale. Pat them out. Inhale. Straightening the knees. Exhale, bending the knees. Inhale. Exhale, let them out. Beautiful. And one more time. Exhale. Fantastic. Next, we're going to move into some hip opening. So you might want to hold on to a wall if you need it for stability here. Otherwise, you can begin by inhaling, rotating the one leg out to the side. So we'll inhale and just moving this big giant hip joint around. You can hold on to the wall. You can hold on to a chair, whatever's accessible for you. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, chairs are definitely your best friend when it comes to this move. So first, actually, we'll just start with grounding to both feet. You can close your eyes, keep your hand on your chair there. And then gently lifting the right toe up off of the floor, grounding into the left heel, in all four corners of the feet, the big toe, the little toe mound, the back side of the left heel, the back side of the other side of the interior and exterior corners of the left heel, and then gently lifting the left weight onto your left big toe, and then you can gently bring the right toe in towards the left ankle in kind of a tree pose here. So if that's feeling good to you, then you could gently just lift the right knee up off the ground 2 or 3 inches and then drop it back down. Engaging through the core muscle. Bring the belly button back towards the spine. Inhaling, lifting, sliding that left toe up the leg, right toe up the leg, and then exhale, sliding it back down the ankle. So grabbing a hold of your chair and then pulling up on the left kneecap, subtle bend in the left knee, and then inhale, sliding that right toe up, off of the ground, up the ankle, and then exhaling, sliding it back down. Beautiful. Really small, subtle movement here, but really great for engaging the hip flexors, drawing the belly button back towards the spine as the toe lifts, and exhale, bringing the toe back down. One more time, inhale, lifting that toe up, and then exhale, dropping it back down. And then just noticing any shaking in the left leg, that's really great. That means that muscles are firing. One more time, inhale, lifting up, sliding that right toe up, and then exhale, releasing. Okay, and then bringing weight back evenly onto both feet. Just give your feet a little shake out, give your body a little wiggle, because sometimes that will create a little fatigue in the left hip. You can even give your hips a little pound out here. There's so much, I really noticed a lot of gripping for myself, just pounding down the thighs here. Inviting some more fresh blood, oxygenation into the tissue here, as we're going to ask that left glute, hip flexor, and hamstring to work a little bit more. So hand back onto the chair, grounding into the left toe, pulling up on the kneecap, subtle bend in the left knee, belly button back towards spine, and then hand on our hip, right hand on the right hip, and then here we'll do this rotation. So inhale, lifting the right knee up, exhale, opening it out to the side, and then circling around. Toe comes back down to the ground. Inhale, lifting up, nice and strong through the belly. Exhale, opening out to the side, and rounding back down. Nice and tall, imagining there's a string as you lift up, pulling you up through the midline. Exhale, opening the right elbow, right knee up to the right side. Inhale, lifting right knee to the center, rotating out to the side, and exhaling back down. You might even just take really small circles here. So the same way we were, you can even start thinking about a quarter first through the right hip. Beautiful. And one more time, saucer size. Beautiful. Inhale, using the breath nice and tall. I am focused, I am strong. Opening up a little bit bigger. Plate size. And then last time, umbrella size. Beautiful. And letting that go. Release. You can just give your legs a little jiggle. And then closing the eyes, noticing the difference between as you stand in Tadasana or mountain pose, feet hip width distance apart, arms towards the front, and just noticing the difference in the left leg, left calf, left knee, left hamstring, thigh, glutes, and give it a little thank you, and we'll move on to the other side. So you can turn around if you need to. You remember what we did on the side, so you can put your hand onto your right chair here, or right hand onto the right chair, grounding into your right big toe, micro bend in the right knee, shifting your weight over into the right hip, gently, and then drawing the left big toe over to touch the right arch of the foot, and gently lifting that left toe, sliding it up to the ankle, and then bringing it back down to the floor. You can place your hand on your hip if that helps. Left hand on the hip if it helps with stability. Inhale, sliding left toe up, right ankle to calf perhaps, and then exhale, sliding it back down. And really engage through the core here, grounding into that right foot. Inhale, sliding up. And exhale, sliding the left foot back down. That's great. Inhale, sliding it up gently. The calf, exhaling back down. It's almost like ballet class. Inhale, lifting up through the center of the belly, the core. Exhale, release. And one more time. Inhale, nice and tall as if the string is pulling you up. Effortlessly lifting that leg. And then exhale, releasing it back down. Feet back to parallel. Give your little hips a shake out here. Pat down your right leg. Noticing as you fired up those right glutes, the right thigh. Great. And then placing the right hand back on the chair when you're ready. Inhale, grabbing a hold onto the side of your chair. And we're going to suddenly bend that right knee, pulling up the energy through the arch of the foot. And then this time, lifting up the left foot and then opening it out to the side in the circle. Inhale, drawing the right knee up and circling it out to the left side and releasing. Inhale, rotating up to quarter size. Really tiny exhale, opening out. Beautiful. Saucer size, inhale up. Strong through the belly. And you'll notice the next one that's a little bit bigger here, the plate size. As you inhale up, pulling through the belly button back towards spine. Exhaling, you have more stability, dropping the leg back down. And inhale to umbrella size, inhale up. Drawing leg out to the side. And releasing back down. Okay, both our hips come to parallel. Shake those knees out. You can turn back around. Fantastic. Give it a shimmy, give it a shake. And next, especially if you have any knee problems, this is such a great exercise to try to do every day. It's really subtle. So just a micro bend in the knees. If you can place your hand on your knees here and as wide as you need to go with your feet here. And then just kind of warm up your hands first. We'll actually do a little, get some warmth, some heat into the hands, some friction. And get some life force into our hands here. Inhaling in through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth. Inhale in through the nose. Really rubbing the hands together as much as possible so you get a lot of warmth and friction. Exhale out the mouth, and one more time. Inhale, really getting that life force, that heat in your hands. And then we're going to place the hands, that warmth on the knees. Oh, that feels good. And then rotating around the knees. Really keeping that micro bend in the knees or a big bend in the knees. And starting with the same concept of these really tiny rotations. You can look down at your ankles if you like. Starting with a little tiny quarter size first rotation in one direction. Then bigger to your saucer size. And thinking about that expansion is then both knees rotate around. And then even your largest size, umbrella size rotation in the knees. And then coming standing back up. Noticing how that feels through the knees as you release the hands, feeling the warmth in the knees. And then we're gonna rub the hands back together. Let the knees cool off a little bit there. I can see they're smoking. Okay, and then place your hands back on your knees, and then we'll do it in the opposite direction. So rotating small to begin with. And it might be easier for you, depends. It just depends on how your body feels. Sometimes it feels good to do. This time you can try it with the knees together. It gives you a little bit more of a stable base. So really tiny circles to start off with. Then moving to a little bit larger. Focusing on the inhalation and exhalation. Inviting in the oxygenation of the tissues. By inviting in the breath. Beautiful. A little bit larger here. Focusing on the sensation of the hands on the knees. And then exhale, releasing that, coming back up to standing. Beautiful. You can place your hand back onto your chair if you need to. We're just going to do some ankle rotations, or you could, it just depends on how you're feeling. So shifting your weight into your left heel and coming up onto your big toe, We'll keep the toe, big toe, right big toe on the floor, and then just rotating as if you're coming up to a high heel, moving that ankle out, moving the knee out. Inhale to the center, exhale, opening. Inhale to the center, exhale, opening. This is a really great dance move if you're ever somewhere and you need a good dance move. This is one that you can put in your back pocket. People will be like, I didn't know she could move like that. And then switching directions, inhaling, bringing the knee together, opening out to the side, and trying to bring your focus into the ankle. All of those little micro bones that we have in the feet, seeing as you rotate around the big toe, can you really move into the big toe mound, into the top of the foot, into the arch of the foot, into the ankle, and even up into the calf. Okay, and then give that right foot a shake out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, nice and loose and free through your right ankle. Fantastic. And then grab a hold of the right chair if you'd like to, or just moving your way into grounding into your right big toe, micro bend in the right knee, left toe lifts off the ground, and we'll begin rotations on the opposite side. So inhale, exhaling, bend knee, inhale to the side. Really try to go slow here. Moving through that big toe mound. If it helps, you can even look down at your toe and see how much can you, as you open up the knee and then close it back to the center, how much extension, how much flexion can you bring into the bottom of the left foot as you're simultaneously nice, relaxed, and grounding in through the right heel. And then switch direction. Inhale. Opening up the left big toe, the arch of the foot. Breathing into the belly. Stabilizing the body with the breath. Beautiful. And then exhale, releasing, letting that go, shaking your left toe out. So if you have molasses and you're just kicking it off the bottom of your left foot. Fantastic. And guess what? We have now arrived at the portion where you can sit down. Wonderful. We've moved through the whole body. So in whatever way possible, get yourself into a seated position. You deserve it. Gently making your way to the ground, to your little furry friends who are happy to see you perhaps as you come down to their level. And just making sure that you can sit in a Sukhasana position. So in whatever way you like, it's basically just an easy pose. You might have a block, you might have a little towel, something that you can prop up underneath the back of your sit bones. We'll be here for a little bit. You could even take your yoga mat, roll it up, and place it underneath the back of your sit bones here. And this, just having this little gentle lift underneath the base of the pelvic girdle, pelvic bone, allows some space for the femurs to gently descend. Inhaling in through the nose, gently closing the eyes here. Exhaling out the nose. Belly button back towards spine. Inhale in through the nose. Filling up the bottom, middle, top of the lungs. Exhaling forcefully through the nostrils, top, middle, bottom of the lungs, belly button to spine. One more breath like that, a 3-count breath, inhaling deep into the belly. middle of the ribs, all the way breath into the underarms, and then exhaling, breath leaves top, middle, and bottom of the lungs. I'm just taking a gentle scan of the body, scanning up from the sit bones, scanning up the back of the spine, up through the back of the heart, back of the head, feeling the energy at the top of the head, connecting that microcosmic orbit that runs down over the front of the brow, tongue gently on the roof of the mouth, breathing into the front of the neck, front of the heart, feeling the energy as it cascades down the front of the body, in through the belly button, then down through the pelvic girdle, and then connecting back into the sit grounds here. Beautiful. Gently opening up the eyes. We'll bring the hands to the shoulders here. And we're going to do one little breath practice. You could keep your hands on the shoulders here if you'd like to, or if you'd like to be a little more active, you can bring the arms out to the side as if you're reaching, bending to the right side, or turning to the right side, then turning to the left side. Turning to the right side, opening out with the left hand, turning to the left side, opening out with the right hand. Or you could just keep the arms on the shoulders. I like to do the hand extension just as a little something extra. So inhale, looking right. Inhale, looking left. Right arm out. Inhale. Exhale up. Inhale to the center. Exhale, bending or turning. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. Inhale, center. As you're doing this motion, you might even think about taking something and offering it from your heart out to the side, and then receiving. So this dance of give and receive, of take and give that we have in life, very similar to the dance we have with the breath, the ebb and the flow of the ocean. And then just coming back to center, releasing the hands down, and just noticing how that feels in the body. And then we're going to try it again as you scan through the body, scanning up the back of the spine, behind the heart, back of the head, up to the top of the head, energy cascading over the top of the forehead to the third eye point between the brow, down the front of the neck, over the heart, down the belly button, and back into the pelvic girdle. So just connecting that energetic loop or microcosmic orbit. And then gently opening up the eyes. And then we're going to try the same thing, but this time we'll switch the breath. So this time we'll, as we turn to the right, we'll inhale here, gathering back to the heart center. Exhale, inhale, left, exhale, heart center. So eyes open, gently turning towards the right side, left arm crosses across, inhale here, exhale to heart center, inhale here, inhale left, exhale center, inhale, gather back to the center. Exhale, inhale left. Exhale, center. Inhale right. Exhale, left hand. Inhale left. Exhale, right hand to the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, center. You might experiment with seeing if taking a little bit faster is okay for you. Inhale. Exhale, center. You might experiment with inhaling forcefully in through the nose and exhaling forcefully out the nose. Inhale, forceful exhale. Inhale through the nose, forceful exhale. Inhale, nose, forceful exhale. Inhale, forceful. Inhale, twist. Exhale, center. Inhale, twist. Exhale, center. Beautiful. Inhale, twist. Exhale, center. Inhale, twist. Exhale, center. Taking it at your own pace. I'm going to finish one more minute here. You're doing great. So we have a dynamic movement. We're doing a dynamic movement with the breath. The twist, which is allowing stagnation out of the internal organs. Really great detoxifying movement for the spring. And the detoxifying organ for the spring is the liver. So we're also doing a great job of compressing the liver, the pancreas, the spleen. Beautiful. One more breath here on each side. Beautiful. Releasing the arms down, palms up, back of the hands, facing up towards the sky. Nice and tall through the spine, belly button back towards spine. Closing the eyes, bringing the focus into the center of the brow. Noticing the breath as it comes to settle. And this time we'll connect the microcosmic orbit from the top of the spine in the opposite direction. So we'll breathe into the top of the head here. Breathing down the back of the head, back of the neck. Breathing into the back of the heart. Into the back of the hip bones. Grounding into the sit bones. Excuse me. Started up. And then breathing up the front of the body, belly button, front of the heart, front of the neck, into the third eye point, and to the top of the head. Do a gentle connection here again. So seeing if you can inhale in through the top of the head, behind the head, heart, back of the belly button, into the sit bones, then exhale up the front, to the belly button, heart, front of the throat, front of the brow, and inhale into the top of the head. Feel that energy cascading down the back side of the body, the heart, into the hips. Then exhaling, releasing into the ground. Grounding. Nice and tall through the spine, tall through the body. Beautiful. Fantastic. We'll do one more Baddha Konasana here. So if it's comfortable for you, bringing the heels as close as they can, close in front of you here. So the feet would be touching kind of like a, as if you're reading a book. If it's okay for your knees. If it's not okay for your knees, it's okay. You can just leave your legs all the way out in front of you. Give the knees a little bit of a shake up and down. If you're in the Baddha Konasana, bound ankle pose, nice and tall through the spine here, tall through the chest, rotating the shoulders up and down and back. Breathing into your proud chest. exhale. And if it's gentle, comfortable for you, you can grab a hold of your shins, you can grab a hold of your inner thighs, and then just shaking the knees up and down here, creating a little bit of gentle opening through the hips. You could even grab down to the ankles if that's available for you, and butterflying the knees up and down here. As we begin to shake the vagal nerve that runs, bringing a lot of life force energy up and down through the spine. As we open up these hips here, inhale through the nose, exhaling out the mouth forcefully here. Inhale through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. And one more inhalation here through the nose. Beautiful, exhale out the mouth. Release and let that go. And then coming back to Sukrasana or easy pose. And if last time you crossed the left foot into the center, this time grabbing the right foot and bringing a little bit closer to the center line, and then crossing the right hip and bringing it to the front, or opposite cross of the legs, whatever one you did last time. Great. We'll end today's practice with one of my favorite breath practices. It is known as Nadi Shodhana. It is alternate breath practice. So we can begin, we'll do it as if we're conducting an orchestra here. So we will inhale in, bringing in the right hand to the right nostril, closing off the right nostril, inhaling into the left side, as if you're conducting this orchestra into the center of your brain, holding both nostrils closed, and then exhaling out the right side. You can just watch to begin with. Inhale into the center, right nostril, hand comes closing off right nostril, left nostril, and then exhale, opening up left nostril, conducting the orchestra out to the side. That's one round. We'll try it again. Inhaling into the left nostril, hand closes off the left nostril, both nostrils are closed, exhaling out the right nostril, opening the right arm out, inhaling in the right nostril, closing off both nostrils, exhale, conducting the joy out the left nostril, inhaling in the left nostril, closing off, opening up the right nostril, exhaling right, inhale in right nostril, closing off, and exhaling out the left side. Beautiful. And this is one round. Inhaling in left side, always beginning at the left side, exhaling out the right side. Conducting the joy out. Inhale in, center of the brow, you can close the eyes here, and exhale out the left side. Left nostril. Eyes focused in the center of the brow. Inhale in left nostril. Deepest breath of your day. Closing both nostrils. Exhaling right side. Beautiful. Inhale right. Nostril closing out both. Exhale, conducting out to the left side. Air comes out of left nostril. Inhale in left side nostril. Close left. Both closed. Exhale out right nostril. Arm opens. Inhale right nostril. Close. Exhale left. Inhale left. See if you can even slow down the breath here. Closing in a second. 2, 1. Exhaling right. 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 3, 2, 1. Closing both nostrils. 3, 2, 1. Exhaling left. 3, 2, 1. Both eyes closed. Inhale left. 3, 2, 1. Close. 3, 2, 1. Rotating the breath. Exhale right. 3, 2, 1. Right arm comes out. Inhale right. 3, 2, 1. Both nostrils closed. 3, 2, 1. Exhale left. 3, 2, 1. This time inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Close. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Conducting that joy in. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Into the shining of the middle of your skull. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling out the left nostril. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Closing the eyes, releasing the hands down. Breathing into the center of your proud chest. Beautiful. Hands in front of the heart. Chin bow down towards the chest. Giving thanks for showing up for your practice today. Gently bowing to your inner teacher, to all the great teachers who've come before. Giving thanks for yourself for this practice. And if you gained any extra energy from this practice, maybe there's someone you could send out a little extra love to at this moment. Or if you're healing, you might just hold on to that energy and bring it to somewhere in your body that might need that extra healing. Beautiful. With the eyes still closed, gently bowing to the center of your heart. Om Shanti. For your physical healing. And Om Shanti for your mental healing. And Om Shanti for your spiritual strength. Om Shanti meaning welcome peace, welcome peace, welcome peace. Gently opening up the eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today for this practice.